Today on Real Pilates, we're going to talk about the equator. So that you know that the earth is a sphere. It's not perfectly round because of the gravitational pull. Let's not get crazy. The center of the circle, the equator. That equator, as you know, is 0 on the lines that run around it like this, okay? So those are called latitudinal lines. At 0, gravity is a little bit less than at the top of the earth or the bottom of the earth, the north or the south pole. So if I were to run and jump on a scale at the equator and then run and jump on a scale at the North Pole, in the equator, you would lay a little bit less. 5% less is the judge of that. And the reason for that is because the centrifugal force as we spin, because remember, we said gravity has 4 components: the pull of the earth, the moon, the sun, and then the centrifugal, like the washing machine, right? That spinning thing in the center is less. So living near the equator, 35 degrees above it, 35 degrees below it, right, is not the best kind of spot to be living on, they've recently discovered. I'll tell you where those lines are. So when you're on the equator, obviously you're living in a tropical rainforest. There's a lot more humidity. There's less oxygen because of the heat. It's a whole technical thing. I won't bore you with it. There's more solar radiation, obviously, because it's the roundest part. And as the earth turns, right, that gives us 4 seasons in some places, the light is more consistent and it gets more radiation overall, cumulative, than other spots. They have discovered that people that live at latitudinal lines that are north 35 degrees or south 35 degrees are healthier. I know, they're happier and they're living longer. So they've tried to discover what is the reason for this. So besides the fact that we need the centrifugal force, the G force, the gravity force is stronger, and that is better for us. So like, don't go to the moon, but if you happen to live close to the equator. So places that are on the equator are Colombia, Brazil, Kenya, Indonesia, right? Parts of those countries, maybe not all of that country. Countries that are north are going to be of that line are going to be North America, the Mediterranean, parts of Africa, that's north. And then, of course, on the south, I can't see where I wrote that now. Who the hell knows what that is? Oh yeah, on the south, it's Chile and places like that are down there, that they're 35 degrees, and Argentina that are below. So once you're above the equator by 35 or so or below, that's considered the better zone. It's important that you get the right amount of vitamin D. And we're going to talk about that as we come up and why living not on the equator is sometimes better. This is Pilates Master Nikki, and I'll see you whether you're on the equator or not in class.